Here comes the fish. And I don't want to screw this up, so let's just do it now. And that should be enough. Let's go, dude. Oh my god. 50 damage from one bristly bill. You love to see it, man. Oh my god, what a game, dude. 1 HP in a dream, and we managed to pull it off against a really annoying deck. That was awesome. That was awesome. Today's deck is all about little creatures that get big really fast, and then we basically shut the opponent out of the game with our counter magic. The way this deck works, guys, is it's a Simic counters build. We played this a long time in the past, and we're revisiting it because I saw it recently on the ladder, and I thought it looked pretty cool, and I wanted to see if there's any new cards to add to this deck, and there were some pretty cool new combos we can do with this thing. Starting it off with a combination between the Hall Creeper and the Thrumming Bird. Again, the idea is to get 1/1 counters on our creatures and grow them, so the Thrumming Bird is one of these really good creatures that can attack and proliferate our entire board of creatures, which should have 1/1 counters placed onto them. And the Silent Hall Creeper is really cool because at the third attack step, or the third time it attacks in, it has to become a copy of another creature. And if you copy a Thrumming Bird, you can then proliferate twice per attack, which can get out of hand really quick. The way we get 1/1 counters put on our creatures are things like Tumblewag, Innkeeper's Talent, Bristly Bill, and then we've also got a counterspell, Repulsive Mutation, which can put counters on a creature and counter something, which is really sweet once the board has been established. And speaking of proliferation, we can counter proliferate with this. We can also bounce and proliferate with this. So we're going to constantly be growing the board over and over while we just basically tempo out the opponent and counter everything they try to cast. We draw cards with our Prodigy because every time we take a 1/1 counter off of this, we draw a card. And then lastly, I have Predator Ooze. I wanted to try this card out. It's the new Foundations card in the build. I don't know if this card's gonna stick. This is the one card I'd say maybe cut for like more on summons and interactive type stuff, but I'm not sold on it yet. It just didn't get a lot of play today. Unfortunately, I would like to give it a little bit more time to see how it does, but let me know what you guys think. That's the one card I might cut though. So enjoy the video though, guys. Super fun list, very good, and I think you're gonna have some fun with this one. So we'll see you at the end. Peace out. All right, guys, today we've got a Simic build that works off of 1/1 counters. This kind of works like a tempo deck. We've played this before in the past, and we had some pretty good success with it. I saw it recently on the ladder, something very similar, and decided that today we're gonna try to recreate that. And right now we're 3-1. It feels pretty good. I don't feel like this deck has too many struggles getting to where we need to go. All right, that is unfortunate. I'm gonna play the blue land, get down the Silent Hall Creeper here. And they've got another kill spell ready to go. I'm curious to know what kind of Demir deck we're up against here. If this is gonna be just like a, you know, a Demir mid-range type of deck, or are we really focusing heavily on Toxic? What are we trying to do here today? Cut down, ready? Yep. Oh, Flood Maw. I can live with Flood Maw. I get to recast it. That works for me. Something that cheap and inefficient, or I'm sorry, cheap and efficient as the Silent Hall Creeper, I'm totally okay with that being bounced back to my hand. Looks like a counter spell though, maybe? Yep, it is in fact a counter spell. All right, let's get the Thrumming Bird down here, and hopefully I can counter whatever they try to do. But it looks like another bounce spell, maybe? Because we know they don't have a cut down. They would have cast it before, so there's another bounce spell. That's fine. I mean, they're running out of juice here. Running out of juice. And is it a counter spell? Counter target spell unless controller pays 2. If they do, surveil 2. Okay, I will, I'll pay the 2, sure. You can surveil. Surveil away. They didn't like the top card, but they liked the second one there. I'm guessing a kill spell. Shocker. Okay. All right, we get this down, and we've got the mutation now, so I think we pretty much have them here because we've got tons of counter magic now. And they hit a land drop. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Because now what's going to happen here is our Thrumming Bird is going to get out of control very quickly because we also have the power to proliferate every time we hit the opponent, which is going to go crazy here in a second. What a bad matchup we got here, but still holding our own very well. All right, let's just go here. And if I play this, I suppose I still have the mutation, right? So I guess that's still worth throwing down. Let's put a counter here, counter here. Get in and hit that proliferation. Pump the field even more. They better find a spell here. That's not a spell. That's a big nothing burger. Let's go. Shall we double counters on something, or what should we do here? Nah, let's just attack, right? Yeah, let's just attack. And we've got him down to 3 here, and we've got 2 counter spells in hand. Something tells me this game's over. Both my creatures have ward. This thing's locked up. GG's. I mean, when you're running a deck with that many kill spells, you're gonna need to have some draw spells to accompany it, because if you keep going 1 for 1, you're eventually gonna run out of juice, and that's exactly what happened. So, GG. All right, how do we like this hand? Okay, blue, green. Okay, yeah, we got the mana for it. Yeah, I'm keeping this one. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Got the opponent going first, which is never good. Blue. Okay, we're not too worried about blue, I don't think. Counter spells can be annoying, but our things are so cheap that we should be able to bypass a lot of that countering. But we see Founding of the Third Path. Could be Oculus, or it could be Sultai. Looking like Oculus. Oculus. I do have the Thrumming Bird combo with the Hall Creeper, which is always an insane little combo. All right, they play the On Summon for 1. Resend that back to the hand here. That's tough. That's gonna make things a little awkward. I want to get the Bill down here. Let's get Bill in here. Start doing Bill things. No! Enough on summons, man. That's okay, it's okay. Don't get upset. Don't get upset. It's all part of the plan. All right, let's go. You land. Well, the good news is negate is pretty much going to be worthless here unless they use it on one of my counter spells, I guess. They don't have a white source yet? Now they do. Now they do. But hey, I can counter the recommissions and stuff like that for at least a turn. Let's get down. I want to get down. Actually, I want to get down Thrumming Bird first. Yeah. Thrumming Bird. All right, let's go get a blue source here. And now we've got our counter magic ready and available to us. I'll put 1 counter here because we'll want to proliferate both of these next turn. End the turn. All right, I'm assuming, yep, there it is. There's that recommission. Oh, okay, so we'll actually have to go with the snare here because they're gonna negate whatever I cast here. So let that land. Let's try to snare. The opponent's going to then probably counter it. Yep. Shocker. Okay, let's try again. And then we counter their negates. That seems so weak, though. It seems weak, but we do have to get the Jinn off the field. Like, we have to. Until we're big enough to deal with how big their Jinn is, we got to keep it off the field. All right, cool. Now we should be able to compete with the Jinn when it comes back down with our power because we're just as big, if not bigger. So that'll be nice. Even an Oculus doesn't really help them too much here. I think we got 6 flying, which they'll have to block with the Oculus because they're only going to have a 2/2. Yeah. This feels good. This feels right. GG's, let's go. They were not happy with that 7th counter there because Or that 7 power, I should say, because they wouldn't be able to block and make a trade. So, GG's, man. Love it. Love to see it. All right, new rank, new me. This hand is not keepable. There's too many bounce spells, not enough doing stuff. This hand also. What an absolute robbery, man. Are they kidding me? All right, we'll take this. Guess we'll drop you and you. And hope for the best. What a bummer, dude. You never, ever want to take a double mulligan in any circumstance, and yet here we are. And we're up against an opponent who's probably running a lot of removal, so that'll be fun. All right, Beanstalk might be okay because they might be working on some bigger type things that, you know, require like sweeping the board and whatnot. So finding counter spells could save us in this position. All right, gonna need a counter spell like ASAP because we are in deadly cover up territory here. Just cannot believe how unlucky we were just now with the double mulligan. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go here and just try to make our opponent's life a little bit more difficult by making ward here. All right, cool. So we proliferate the board here. Everything is now pretty powerful, so it's either sweeper or bust for them. We do get around Gix command, which is nice, but I don't think that's what they have. I'm pretty sure it's the deadly cover-up. Ah, they tear asunder first. No sweeper, huh? Well, that's good. A lot of spot removal, though. A lot of spot removal. Tumblewag, not good enough, man. Not good enough. We know they don't have the sweeper, so in my humblest of opinions, I don't know. Nah, we'll go with this. I was gonna say we should probably unload our hand here, but actually Tumblewag makes more sense because it can give us more power volume here when we proliferate. Yeah, this is better. Okay. Give me a bounce spell here. I don't know, is that what I want? No. Saddle for 2, huh? I like it. I like it. Let's saddle up here. Let's put a counter here. Double up the counters here. Perfect. Perfect. They could bring the bat back. Hopefully they spend their mana doing that. Nope, they go with Pillage the Bog for 16. That's a sweeper if I've ever seen one. Yeah, we're cooked, guys. That's tough. That's a tough L because, you know, it's just, the matchup is just not ideal in the first place. And for us to have the mulligan as much as we did, I mean, we could have won this one very easily if we had just found a counter spell, but we never found a counter spell. So with that being said, it's over. And they took Bill as their card. That's crazy. All right. In my opinion, there were a lot more deadly things out there, but okay, you can take Bill. All right, well, I've got an indestructible creature. That might change things here, but unfortunately for us, they've got things like Tear Asunder. And that as well, that as well. All right, well, if we, I don't know, is there anything we could top deck that saves us here? I don't think so. I'm gonna let them attack here and draw one more card, and I'm thinking we should probably just concede here. That sweeper pretty much did us in there. That's tough. Yep, that ain't gonna cut it. All right, GG's. Oh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one, because again, I mean, as many counters as we have, if we just had one counter there, we'd be good, but anyways. Holy cow, would you look at that? We got another one land hand, guys. Looks like the Arena Shuffler is out to get us today. All right, I can live with this though. This is fine. We got a Prodigy on 1. That's gonna draw us some cards here once the Innkeeper's Talent gets going. I like that. A little bit slower, surveilling. Let's go. Innkeeper's Talent pumps this. Let's just keep the opponent off of killing it for one turn, please and thank you. Just for one turn, and then maybe we can draw and get lucky and get a counter spell. The counter spell is the only way we have to protect ourselves, man. All right, we got the counter spell, but we did miss the land drop, which is equally not so great. All right, let's do it. Let's go ahead and put a 1/1 counter here, swing in. We know they're obviously not going to block because they want to reanimate at some point here with that. We're gonna get down our Thrumming Bird, which will help a lot here. I want to draw another card here, but I also want to put a 1/1 counter on Thrumming Bird and then just swing in and proliferate both creatures for more value later in the game. But if I miss a land drop, I'm gonna be really bummed out. Well, I guess that answers that, right? Thrumming Bird down. Sure is. Thrumming Bird is down. Kiora in the yard. Let's keep drawing. Unbelievable. Okay, unbelievable. Unbelievable. But hey, I believe it or not. Okay, did we throw a land back at the bottom of the deck? No, we threw a bill. Very strange. Okay, let's see what they put in the graveyard here. The Faithful becomes a lot more dangerous now depending on what goes to the yard. I'm sure it's going to be something cray. Ooh, okay, nothing for the Faithful to bring back just yet. We got a land, ladies and gentlemen. We got a land and more counter magic. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, let's go. 1/1 counter here, of course. Either one of these can be blocked. Let's draw another card. I need to keep hitting land drops, right? So let's draw another card. End the turn. Let's stop any nonsensical reanimation type spells this turn. Or any spells that can get cards into the graveyard, because they've already got the reanimation spell on board, so we don't really care about that. All right, that's gonna hurt a little bit. All good though. We should win this race, I think. What a weird game we're in here, huh? All right, we definitely send that away and then do a little bit of proliferation there. I think that's the right move. And then what do we want to do with our mana? I think, they're probably going to cast this for 3, right? And then they have 2 mana left over. This is going to get 3 counters. Yeah, I think I'm okay casting this and then holding this as our counter spell for the turn. And we'll give the 1/1 counter here. We'll swing in with both. And we'll go with 2 1/1 counters here. End the turn. And that should be enough to counter the Kiora. Basically, anything that gets something into the yard is no good here. And then after this turn, we basically can just hold our counter magic, not play anything else, and keep proliferating our mines out. It really comes down to this turn. This turn kind of decides the fate of this entire game here. A tap land is good. Oh no, that was they don't reanimate that? Okay, bro is wilding out. Okay. I really don't know why they didn't reanimate that, but thank you. Thank you very much. Holy smokes. If you swing, oh my god, if they would have swung. No, dude, we gotta get that off the field. If we can't get this off the field, we're cooked. There's no way to draw a card this turn, is there? I think this is it. What we have is what we have. If I play this... So unfortunate. We're gonna have to face down a Valgavoth here. We have to. It's brutal, but it is the nature of the beast. Okay, counter here. Put a counter here. Bring everybody through. All right, become a copy of the Thrumming Bird, which is going to allow us to proliferate going forward twice per turn, which is incredible. If the opponent doesn't Valgavoth's Fateful here, oh my god, they are not smart, man. They are not smart. I got away with one here, guys. This opponent, they just completely punted. This was a freebie. All right, let's hammer it home, huh? All right, put the 1/1 counters on the flyers, which I should have done, and not put one here. That was a kind of a dumb mistake, but it didn't matter. We look like we close out here. There's nothing in their hand that's castable. At least it doesn't feel like there's a priority stop. I am still beyond words why they didn't take the free Valgavoth's Fateful as a reanimation spell. I mean, I get wanting another creature on the field just for more value, but I mean, I tapped specific mana to leave blue open. You gotta think counterspell, but apparently not. Anyways, looks like they might give me the salt rope all the way down. I guess. GG's though. On to the next one. All right, looks like they've officially gone out with the whole rope. Anyways, the Valgavoth would have not have been the end-all be-all either, though, for them, because even if they got that back and attacked in the next turn, because I would have obviously not been able to attack, they would have gained 9 for sure, but my follow-up attack would have been pretty serious. We would have been able to basically turn this on and double all of our counter spells. You know, we would have swung through for more than lethal, it feels like, so GG. All right, we got a pretty good looking hand here. The opponent going first though. We'll see if we can keep up. Mono black. Okay, no, it's gonna be like Rakdos Sacrifice, I'm guessing. At least it feels that way. This guy, when it dies, gives you 1 damage and he basically bleeds you for 1. You gain 1 life, you deal 1 damage. Sorry if you keep hearing a clicking noise, guys. Sorry, I'm as I drop it. I'm just I can't help but fidgeting with these magnetic things. It's just I don't know. I got ADHD, I think. I need to put them down. It's tough not to. All right, opponent plays another swap. Maybe it is mono black sacrifice. Whenever another creature dies, target creature. Okay. Oh, you know what this is? This is probably the Orzhov build. This is probably Orzhov. And they're probably trying to do the whole reanimation thing. We'll see. I do have the counter spell for the reanimation spell, the 4 mana spell. But so far it's mono black. Interesting. Doesn't appear the opponent has a kill spell whatsoever. I mean, it would have definitely... Yeah, it's not prompting any sort of priority sticks here at all. So maybe I play this. I was gonna play the Innkeeper's Talent, but without playing it pre-combat, doesn't really make much sense. I wanted to test the priority stick though, which is why I skipped ahead to my second main phase there to make sure there was nothing there. Ah, I see. Whenever you... Okay. Oh, I see. So the 5 mana... Okay, so they're trying to loop here. They're trying to do the infinite loop. Good to know. Very good to know. Let's get this in. We'll put the counters on it right away. We'll end the turn, and we'll look to counter their 5 mana vampire. Not happening. They always have it too. Whenever I play against an opponent running that 5 mana vampire that's trying to do the infinite draining, they always seem to have it. So strange. Conspiracy? I think not. All right, take 4. Sure. But hey, they didn't have a 5th land drop. That's good. I'll counter that, sure. Might as well. Might as well. Ah, another counter spell. We are rewarded for our hard work here. Let's put a counter here and get everything in. They're obviously going to chump block. That's not a big problem for us, though. Get in. Let's draw a card. I would really like a creature for this to copy next turn, because a Bristly Bill is a legendary, and I don't... Yeah, it's definitely not something I want to be copying for sure. All right, do your thing in Tenacity. Aye, that's not good. That's not good. I need a creature. I need a creature I can copy. Nah. Nah. Now they got a 2-mana spell that they can cast. Is it a kill spell? Did they find it? Wow, they found it. Very nice. Very nice. And the opponent is attacking, I'm assuming, because they still have a creature to jump block with. They are. Not a care in the world. Really, you really hate to see it, honestly. You really, really hate to see it. Shall we attack here, or should we wait till we're at lethal? I feel like I can attack here and just counter. Because again, I'm really kind of hoping they hit a 5th land drop and just try to play the vampire. We counter it and we win the game. I think swinging through here is fine. Taking 4 is not ideal. Trust, but hey, not much you can do about it. I'm actually going to 1 here. Just realizing that. Just going to 1 here. Come on, 5 mana, 5 mana, 5 mana, no whammies. Yes, and play your vampire. Please play your vampire. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, now they can't attack, because if they attack, we have, well, we could have lethal if we double up the counters. I wonder if they know that. I wonder if they know Bristly Bill's special ability. I cannot believe we won this by the skin of our teeth. That is kind of crazy. I mean, I guess we haven't won yet, have we? They could have another one of these. How insane would that be? I guess it still wouldn't win them the game, though, would it? No, it wouldn't win them the game. All right, so we forced them into a situation where they have to block. And then if they play that, again, it's got Death Touch, which is unbelievable, but not much we can do about it. At least they can't gain life right away. There is no like combo piece on the field except for the Tenacity, which requires them to hit us. Ouch. Annoying, sure, annoying. And a land, okay. Thrumming Bird, pretty cool, pretty cool. I'll play everything. Why not? Play everything here. They have to block. They gain 4. Is that deal 4? Yep. All right, this is it. A moment of truth. Can we close this game out? It all comes down to their top deck. Please don't tell me they top deck something insane. These games have been way too close, bro. That's fine. It comes in tapped. We're chilling on that. We're chilling on that. Let's go! And then they got a Fountain Port, though, trigger, which actually not good because that can give them a fish, right? 3 and a tap. Oh, it gives them a fish. It gives them a fish. Okay, so if I double... Can that be done at instant speed? It can be. Okay, that can be done at instant speed. So I feel like we got to put everything we have here on the ooze. Right? Everything on the ooze. I don't know if it's going to be enough. I don't know if it's going to be enough. I think it should be, though, because it swings through, gets 2 more, and then we double it. Yeah, that should be enough. Here comes the fish. And I don't want to screw this up, so let's just do it now. And that should be enough. Let's go, dude. Oh my god. 50 damage from one bristly bill. You love to see it, man. Oh my god, what a game, dude. 1 HP in a dream, and we managed to pull it off against a really annoying deck. That was awesome. That was awesome. Yeah, we're going second. We've been going second a lot, I feel like, today, but it's okay. This hand, that's not keepable, man. Yeah, that's just not keepable. I have to trust that we're gonna top deck something, and the mana looks so good, though. I hate throwing away hands like this when the mana looks this good. That's a lot better. That's a lot better. Okay. We can work with this. Come on now. Not a red deck again. I don't think we've seen red once today, so that's really nice. I gotta take my blessings where I can get them in. We haven't seen red once. Did we? Maybe we saw Boros once. I can't remember. I don't think so, though. The games all blend together, man. When you are trying to like make a bunch of different decks at once, everything starts to blend together. That's fine. That is basically a worthless card unless, of course, they intend on killing all of my creatures, which I'm sure they do. Not much we can do. Throw it out there to get killed. Let's go. Anoint Affliction kind of defeats the purpose of the vacuum. We love that. Takes it to exile instead of the graveyard. That's a really good card. Don't have much in the ways of an answer for that. Let's hope they don't fill up the graveyard. I really hope not. There is a very stark contrast and difference between going first and second with this deck in particular. It's pretty annoying. I'm really shocked they didn't play that first to see at least what they would have gotten from the yard before attacking in there, because they could have maybe gotten something off the harvester. All right, I'm cracking this Fabled Passage because of the fact that I need to thin out my deck a little bit, because I don't want to keep drawing into lands. Lands are no good here. Yeah, we're gonna proliferate you all day long. You are not gonna be able to get that onto the battlefield, hopefully. All right. We'll take the 3. Okay. Looks like they don't have much to play here or much to do, which is really good news for us. Come on down, land. Let's proliferate. That feels good. We should be able to outpace them now. With all of our tempo-y counter spells here, we should be able to outpace the opponent here. Love it. Wrong. Okay, do we do it now? Yeah, that's an annoying card for sure. Plus, we know they didn't have a spell last turn, so what makes it any different this turn? Easy, man. Easy work. Let's go. Just got to take out their Karn Silax and it's GG's. I get the synergies there, though. That's pretty cool. Karn Silax with the vacuum. Pretty sweet. Love it. All right, I go first. Finally, let's go. This hand looks good. Watch. What if I go back and watch this again? I probably went first so many times. I'm gonna go for blue here, obviously. I may steal that idea, by the way, man. That last opponent, I mean, they didn't really, it didn't execute well against us, but I can see the synergies between those two cards, though, and that actually kind of excites me a little bit. Maybe like a mono black deck that focuses strictly on just killing everything that hits the field and stealing everything with the vacuum. Seems pretty cool. Right. Oh, Thrumming Bird is so a card I want to play right now, but I feel like I have to snare this and then counter it. All right. Keep this, guys. I'm going to pump this. I'm going to end the turn. I'm going to allow the Channeler to hit me unless they play a 2-mana spell here right now, which would be nice. That way I can end step snare the Channeler and then counter it before it tries to come back to the field next turn. What's the move? All right, what's the 3 mana play here? It's Sheltered by Ghosts. Couldn't be more perfect. Couldn't legitimately be more perfect. Oh, what a day. This is what going first. I mean, that literally makes all the difference. If we had gone second, this opponent would have had that down, no problem. Taking our Hall Creeper before we even got started. This would be massive. What a difference, man. We don't really care about the Healer Hawks. We care about what follows the Healer Hawks. All right, we're attacking in here. We're drawing a card, hopefully a land, maybe? No. End the turn. All right, that's fine. I may actually let the Channeler resolve again and then just bounce it again. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm gonna let it land. Do they have a second one? A second one would be pretty brutal, I can't lie. Oh, baby, let's go. Making my life easy around here. Making my life easy. Getting it all done with just 2 mana. Ah, man, this is brutal. Because I really want to hold my counter magic open. But it feels like I gotta get something going here. I'm getting greedy. This is so greedy, man. This is so beyond greedy. It's not even funny. I really hope this doesn't come back to haunt me, but I have this, which I'm hoping can save the day. I really wish we would have just hit a couple land drops there. We wouldn't be in this predicament, because then I can go, you know, play Innkeeper's Talent and then play a counterspell, or, you know, play that Thrumming Bird and still have mana open at this point, but getting land drops is not in the cards for us today. A third Shelter by Ghost would be bananas. All right, that's something. That is something. This goes to 5. Oh boy. Oh boy. I allow, you know, I'm gonna take one out. I'm gonna take one out. I'm gonna take one out. What are the odds the opponent blocks here? What are the odds the opponent blocks here? This is actually really brutal, man. I genuinely don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I mean, I could press the issue here. This is I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna send it. If they trade, we trade, I guess. God, I hate that for us. I hate that for us so much, but I hope they just let it get through. Wow, it does. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. How unlucky can we possibly get, man? This is so wild. Yeah, not gonna let that come through. Then we'll snare away the Exemplar. And then we'll attack it again. Just a nightmare we're in right now, guys. I'm sorry. This is a little bit frustrating. Exemplar, I'm assuming attacks. They don't attack with the Exemplar. Okay, getting another 1/1 counter, sure. Another Thrumming Bird. Okay. Yeah, I think we just combat the growth here of the Exemplar by bouncing it to reset it and send in our 6, and they jump block clearly. Man. Sometimes you draw too many lands, sometimes you don't draw any at all, and it I'll take drawing no lands over drawing too many most of the time, but right now, with how many 2-mana spells we have in our hand, we could really use a few. You got to imagine the Exemplar's coming back down, but that'll be their only play for the turn, and then they got to leave the Healer's Hawk back to block, you would think. I don't know, man. Did they play a land this turn? This just came in, right? It did. Okay, so I highly doubt any 1-mana spells are coming down. Okay, never mind. Forgot about the 1-mana creatures. I was thinking more like kill spells, and they take that up to 6, which kind of stinks for them. I did finally get a land, thank goodness. Let's do it. Let's do it, because it's just out of range of my 7/7. Man, if they chump this, I'll be so happy, but I highly doubt it, because it just has so much more upside than my creature with all the life gain they're getting. Yeah, I thought it'd be too good to be true, to be honest. All right, they are at 8, though, so they still have to play defense more than they do offense here, I feel like, but I don't know. Maybe not. Just takes one snare. One snare to bounce it, and we can maybe end this game. Because then I could, well, no. I was thinking I could double up the power on it, but that would mean obviously using it to saddle, which would have taken away all the power. Ride mates. Sheesh. All right, I mean, it is what it is. I don't think we're going to be able to get this one, guys. Just unfortunately, for us, we just took way too long to get our ball rolling here with the lands. As you can tell, I mean, look at the difference. They got 5 mana, right? So they double up on the Pride Mate, which doubles all the triggers that they're getting, which doubles the power on the Exemplar. Everything just going right for the opponent here, with all the extra mana they had. That's the difference between these decks here, where, you know, we could have had all of this down going absolutely bananas with it, but too slow, man, too slow. Well done, Crispy Chicken. You got us. Man, it hurts a little bit because we started out so well. We started out so well and we were going first, and thought it'd be an easy one, but goes to show you there are no easy games. That's gonna do it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. We'll be back again tomorrow with another one, as well as a live stream tonight here on the channel. Be sure to check that out. If you guys want to get there early, we are going to be playing against the viewers, so first come, first serve. So be sure to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on that. But again, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's list. This was, again, a throwback from a deck list we did a long time ago. And, you know, the only new foundation card in the build is the one card I would say maybe taking out. It didn't get a whole lot of play, or, you know, a lot of action that I thought it would get, and it just didn't really pull its weight like I thought it would, and the triple green really kind of made it tough too. So that was the only critique I had on the build. The rest of it felt pretty darn good. Missing land drops doesn't feel great, which is a little bit of a bummer, but besides that, it's been performing pretty well. So I think you guys are going to enjoy this one. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. I really appreciate it very much. And a huge thank you, as always, to the Mardu Mob. If you guys don't know, the Mardu Mob is the membership program on my channel. Huge shout out to the people who help support me monetarily every single month. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for hitting that join button and just supporting me. It means the world. So much appreciation, guys. I hope to see you guys all tonight on the live stream. If not, we'll see you guys tomorrow with another one. Until then, peace out.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Fizzy, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. Where's the upload, man? Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap.